for coming out and supporting Bookstock, because I think every time our community gets together, we're stronger. So sit back, enjoy, and somebody's going to come up here and perform.
Well, oh, look at those lights. They're really strong. Good evening. Welcome to Saturday evening at the 10th, count them, the 10th annual Bookstock. I know, fantastic. My name's Jordan Engel. I'm the coordinator for Bookstock. I took over a couple of years ago from Ron Miller, who took over from Peter Romanier. So we've sort of evolved over the last 10 years. There's so many people to thank for helping to put on a festival like this. And although the list is, it may take me a minute to get through, I think we have so few opportunities to recognize the businesses and the organizations that help make Bookstock happen, that I'm going to actually read the whole list, because I think these people have provided wonderful support to make it happen. So the area businesses that have helped us are the Ardmore Inn, the Charleston House, the Woodstocker B&B, the Deerbrook Inn, the Maple Leaf Inn, Fan House, and Bentley's Restaurant. And the organizations that have contributed space, time, people, the Norman Williams Public Library, the Woodstock Historical Society, Artistry in South Pomfret, the North Universalist Chapel Society, St. James Episcopal Church, Marsh Billings, Rockefeller National Historic Park, the Thompson Senior Center, Pentangle Arts, Change the World Kids, Congregation Shir Shalom, Zach's Place, the Woodstock Masonic Lodge, and the Ottaquiche Health Foundation. All these, there's lists on the back of the program, and perhaps you've seen it already. One of the contributors that didn't make it in time to make it on the program, we got a generous grant from the town of Woodstock through the Economic Development Fund. We just heard about that about a week ago, so we thank the town of Woodstock and the Economic Development Fund. Bookstock began 10 years ago with a Friday evening keynote address by Reeve Lindbergh, who interestingly presented a new book during this Bookstock. It was followed on Saturday by 14 author-poet readings. Then it was a book sale. There were children's activities under a tent in front of the elementary school. We have close to 40 presentations now. Bookstock takes over the green. I mean, you've seen that all today. Bookstock has grown immensely. I sort of describe it. It started out 10 years ago as a very wet snowball, small wet snowball at the top of a very steep hill. And as it rolled down the hill, it just picked up things along the way. It picked up people and volunteers and organizations until right now, it's just this great big snowball that puts on a wonderful festival. I'd like to recognize the people who created Bookstock, those many years ago. Some of you are here, some of you are too tired to have come tonight because of all the work you're still doing. Jenny Shirtliff, Partridge, Boswell, Peter Romanier, Lynn Peterson, Rick Fisk, Susan Morgan. Michael Stoner was part of the original group. He poo-pooed the original name for the festival, which was Wordstock. And Michael got on his computer and discovered that there was already a Wordstock literary festival in Portland, Oregon. So he said, well, what about Bookstock? And of course, that name stuck. If I've left out anyone, if there's anyone in here, if I've left out anyone who was there in the original group, because I wasn't, I mean, yell out your name or yell out their name or let me know at some point. We do want to try to document some of this. So Bookstock, it's a gift that the organizing committee, volunteers, and local organizations give to Woodstock every summer. It's some people in our community run for office, and some people do fundraising. Our gift, the people, those of us who organize Bookstock, love books and love literature, and this is a way for us to give something back to a community. The concert tonight, just a couple housekeeping things. There will be a short intermission after Los Lorcas play. And at the end of the concert, you can buy books in the lobby, and then Robert Pinsky will be here. You can come back into the house if you want to get the books signed by Robert Pinsky. The concert tonight will open with Los Lorcas, who is a trio of Woodstockians, Woodstockers, Woodstockites. Partridge, Boswell, Peter Money, and Nat Williams fuse poetry and music in a passionate and surprising matchup. Los Lorcas, ¿dónde es Los Lorcas? Here they are.
Gracias. Buenas noches. And happy Bookstock. Everybody having a good day? Yeah. Good day here at Bookstock? All right. We are too. Glad to be here.
small cabin built there of clay and water's made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honeybee, and I'll live alone in the beady loud glade. I will get some peace there, the peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the veils of the morning to where the crickets sing. Their midnight's all a glimmer and noon a purple glow, and evening is full of the bird's wings. I will arise and go now, for always night and day. I hear lake water laughing with low sounds by the shore, standing on the roadway or on the pavement's gray. Oh, I can hear it in the deep heart's core. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, the small cabin built there, clay and water's made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honeybee, and I'll live alone in the bee loud.
Thanks very much. We're delighted to be here tonight. Especially thrilled to be part of this concert featuring a really amazing confluence of poetry and music with Robert Pinsky's PoemJazz. You guys are in for a treat. I can't wait for that. You may have recognized some lyrics in there from William Butler Yeats. It's Lake Island, Innisfree. We are going to travel now from Innisfree on down to southern Spain, to Andalusia, to the Vega of Andalusia, with some help from another one of our poetic heroes, Federico Garcia Lorca. All right. And in honor of what I think is a full moon tonight, pretty close, I'd like to do this one. It's called The Moon Rises, La Luna Asoma. Cuando sale la luna, se pierden las campanas y aparecen las sendas impenetrables. Cuando sale la luna, el mar cubre la tierra y el corazón se siente isla en el infinito. Nadie come naranjas bajo la luna llena. Es preciso comer fruta verde y helada. Cuando sale la luna, de 100 rostros iguales, la moneda de plata solloza en el bolsillo.
Hang silent, and impassable footpaths appear. How could I leave you here? Turn and walk away into the Vega, burning on the edge of night. When the moon rises, the sea covers the land, and the heart feels like an island in infinity. Under the weeping olive tree, leaves play and scatter moon shadow on your face and shining sleep. Tell them my eyes stayed open, that I went to my star without breath. Tell them I'm standing out in the open, waiting for a lover's voice to sing me to bed. Needs oranges under the full moon. One must eat fruit that is green and cold. How did we ever river grows so old, making our way across the vega to pick the bitter olive tree. Rises, moon of 100 faces, your dreaming footsteps disappear. How could you leave us here? Turn and walk away on the edge of night. Tell them my eyes stayed open, that I went too much star without breath. Tell them I'm standing out in the open, waiting for lovers' voice.
Thank you.
This is called All the Little Losses. You probably remember last spring when it was still winter. Well, the losses pile up like change, and you use it against your will, like time, as the snow falls down on the daffodils, covering spring itself like a sheet you did not want to see or feel. The scrim blades stick through sheaths of grass like second life, as soul. There again, a word left on high, while we avoid the shroud. If it's only a page that will be unwritten, swirl in the figurative, changes to squall, and we who are human wail as if the weather is about something else. It is. It is about papers the past due, the hurry, the hurdy-gurdy of our lungs, beyond skid and accident, beyond natural death, age, cancer, language formed by lips and tongues, sound resonating, moaning from the cave of the forming seed. We who survived, or we who gave away, whisper and hand in goodbye. Well, along comes time again, and you are there. 10 branches inked with the ash of the fallen, and goodbye just turned to hello as you stand looking at snow. Again snow. Something light as sheets.
Crashing on my feet. It's like I know where I need to be. I can't figure out, no, I can't figure out just how much air I will need to breathe when your tide rushes over. There's only one way to figure out. Will you let me drown? Will you let me drown? Hey now, this is my desire. Consume me like a fire, 'cause I just want something beautiful to touch me. I know that I'm in reach, 'cause I am down on my knees. I'm waiting for something beautiful. Oh, 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 something beautiful.
Saving the flies. Some fall down, only to roll off the roof. We never know what happens to them. Others are stuck for days, upside down, in the shower's one remaining puddle. Their wings, windsurfer sails, caught flat under a soft veil of sea. And when I approach, their threads for legs twitch and spin, really like a baby being diapered. There now, I begin. And I slip the wedge of something found under their bodies. Instantly, they're agile, they grip, unless they're dead. what's possible again. As if they hadn't lain there for 2 days modeling for a poem about Emily Dickinson. And although it is cold where I free them, as if feeding minuscule birds through a disintegrating cage, each by each, they find a chip of lethal paint along the windowsill outside and cling to it until they regain their wit to fight for flight. First, feeling a direction, then becoming supreme, and in a second, powering their way across the yard. Sure, a little dazed, wouldn't you be? At which point in time, they care not to be seen. Probably, I suspect, out of embarrassment. But even if I were not alone saving flies, as morning lightens the empty house, I would be one of them. Honestly, I admire what they have done. Trapped by the smell of something attractive, beaten by the lure of screens whose tiny crossbars look like hatch patterns of hundreds like them, if just their skeletons. They rise, yes, sometimes needing help, from being dead in the water-skunked sputum, a desirable, velvety lethargy of drunkenness, wet sarcophagi of what remains of effort in oncoming winter, boasting a resilience stored and called upon that not even their tribe knew. Because who has time to be sentimental anymore? Someone must be a monk, to the least among us. Baby the language with fingers instead of forks. And I did it because they cried out by being silent. And I forgave them after they'd been annoying and numerous during certain weeks of summer, autumn, winter, and spring. And I believed it was worth it, because what is time if not for saving something? And because I can imagine that fly, my enemy, bereft, defiant, equally trying to get away, equally hungry. Thank you. Nat Williams, Partridge, Boswell. Thank you. This next poem goes back a few years, takes place in New York City. But I think it resonates today, too. It's called Behind Me, I Can Hear Them Talking. Be it behind us or on Twitter, we hear them talking. Behind me, I can hear them talking. He's complaining to her. He's saying, "You can't even walk." That there are too many people, he says. I wish a disease would come and wipe out half the people. In a kind of bored and monotone type of voice, and I look at him walking steadily, he and she without stumbling, as though through a field, side by side, in synchronicity. And I call out to him as he's moving ahead of me. Would you be one of them? But he doesn't hear me. Or it doesn't matter. He was moving just fine. Maybe a bad day. Maybe a bad day. But I'm left standing in front of the Woolworth entrance, staring at him and wondering what half he thinks he belongs to. And what half do I belong to? To the lady in pink, standing on top of the bridge. Oh lady, the lights behind me say hurry, say madness, emergency. The 3 lanes to Brooklyn, each jammed with drivers and cops, and an ambulance surge onward up the ramp. On cathedral gates, you stand high in triforium, an opera of red lights beneath, loudly the police intercom in traffic. People move to your left or to your right. And the white lights from their blue truck search for space to move, a rescue. Headlights deaden my cabbie's face as he turns toward me, enigmatic. And so the cop back on the PA shouts, "Cabbie, use your brains, now move!" And we must all be fools on this bridge tonight. Oh lady, the light sent to get you, pink, standing. Will you dive while the cops follow their eyes upon your figure? Do you use the opportunity as your church? Do you wish this scene gone? Shout, "I found my God, now leave me alone." All the fuss for your standing. The dispatcher over the cab radio announces, "All cars stay clear of the Brooklyn Bridge, they got a jumper." And to the cabbie, I say, did it look like she was going to jump? We roll down the ramp to Brooklyn, and my cabbie says, maybe in the river. His eyes are mostly white, so wide I turn to watch a pin drop, see it leap to night sky, but Manhattan's yellow night glow doesn't catch her. And immediately after feeling that close to the jumper, I'm stunned, no longer excited by passing death. Courage, if only in a car. Maybe her life is saved. Behind me. Or maybe the cops look down, no longer coaxing the dead to live. Oh lady, the lights behind me say hurry, say madness,
Oh lady,
emergency.
Thanks very much. We've got a couple more for you. Here's one you may have caught at last night's poetry slam. May have sounded a little bit different there, though. This is called Ode to My Dap. And if you don't know what dap is, well, let's just say it's a customary greeting between two people.
Before drawing blood, not from skin, but from a deeper well. The water hole we share will help
get my head around how the zoo we're caged in not only caged us apart, but labeled the cages around our hearts in Latin. Soon as I get my dap down, as I get my dap, my lip dance fisted and free. My hand dance hello to me, not me. A synchronized solidarity. My brother, myself, my time out taken. Get to know my brother, my other, myself, my soul, my time out. But first the whole of my mother, not just a tongue. The dream I'm coming from rolled into one. Bump, slap, skin, snap, fly dancing, light as a Jesus bug on water. Fish by duckbill cap. Soon as I get my dap down, I'll fold you into a hug. Let's shake on that. Thanks so much. We've got one more for you, then we're all in for some fun. You ready for Robert Pinsky's PoemJazz? Yeah, it's going to be quite a trip. It's been a real pleasure to play for you tonight and be part of Bookstock in this 10th anniversary celebration. So just want to say thanks, Pentangle. Thanks to Alita and Seth and everybody here at Pentangle for having us, for being such a wonderful, reliable venue year after year for Bookstock also. And thanks to the organizers of Bookstock for inviting us to play. Real pleasure. Thank you. First, I'll just let you know, this is, on guitar, this is Nat Williams, in case you don't know him. And over here on vocals, an Appalachian strumstick, and the beatbox, we have Peter Money. Papa Wheelie. Saturday morning's acolyte, sleep dazed but aright, straight for the ramp you built last night in your driveway. In homage to the great adrenaline-hazed Evel Knievel, archetype for every danger boy and bone-headed troglodyte bent on a bright schematic, vying to break more bones than the Guinness World Record, flying prone over cars, buses, lions, fountains, sharks, canyons, rattlesnakes, before the neighborhood wakes. Topping the slope, you rev your banana bike and pedal hard on the approach. Past the hushed gang of squirrels and robins holding their breath, half hoping this levitation will and won't be your last. Did he always wear stars and stripes? Was his helmet screwed on tight? Will his next attempt be televised? If he succeeds and fails yet again to reach the light. Devil dared and fair warned, you rocket as advertised off a wood plank, sailing headlong over fame's Coliseum, into your first kiss and beer and Eucharist, your first dorm room farewell, first rock concert at the Orpheum, your body's first chemistry experiments, and first storm of contrite indignation shadowing your first arrest, your firstborn silence like a warm ghost, your island that formed in a widening ocean, when your first greyhound pulled away from the curb, taking a friend more than a friend, inevitable as the first long days that followed, soaring through every stunt since, angling for the abyss, realizing too late your trajectory is off by an inch, and this is going to hurt. You brace yourself for that embrace. Thanks very much. Have a great night.